only on esportbf.com.
How's it going, guys? Welcome to the grand finals here on ESB. We have got ourselves Matrix versus CHiPs. I'm like an MB and I've got myself with me, one and only Mr. Codename. Say hello, Mr. Codename. How are you been doing today?
Hello, I'm doing good. What about you?
Yeah, not too bad. Getting on the better end of things. If you guys tuned in last week, you know I'm a little bit under the weather. That is still the case until Tuesday, but I'll be back up to normal once again after that. So, that being said, we've got ourselves a banger of a game today, haven't we? Let me know what do you think is going to be coming out today, Matrix or CHiPs? I mean, have we seen them fight off before? I think we have, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, and I think Matrix are your favorites here. I am hoping that over this past week that CHiPs did kind of step up their game, especially with Obliteration, because Matrix does have some, seasoned veterans back from Battlefield 4 playing Obliteration, so they kind of know this game mode in and out, and we just added maps for them to add knowledge to, while CHiPs are kind of new to Squad Obliteration, just starting to play with this season. So I think that's where already their superiority goes, and then maybe there's a little more talent, individually, but we're always ready to see an upset or see things a little more interesting.
Yeah, and CHiPs has come a long way since they've first started in the scene as well. They've been improving ever since we cast them the first time as well. They've been improving quite a lot.
For sure. I think their progress, the whole season has been impressive for them.
Yeah. And as you said, like Matrix being a majority veteran team come back from like the older Battlefield games, they've got that squad cohesion. So it'd be nice to see CHiPs, give them a good old fight today, and let's see how it goes. Without further ado, while we wait for the guys to get themselves ready, we're gonna get that little trailer on the go. Should we get the trailer for Squad Obliteration?
Actually, they're restarting.
Oh. 3 pushing right. Nice. One more. Nice.
One out.
3 dead.
Another base coming from.
Yes. Res me.
I got one. Nice.
Come on, back.
Right, that was the trailer for Squad Obliteration. We're going to be jumping into it now. We are on the glorious map, Spearhead. And the game is literally about to start, so you guys are going to see it firsthand. We've got POVs from 2 of the players of Matrix and CHiPs. And we're going to get hot down and with them as well, aren't we, Mr. Codename? We're going to have a look and see what they're up to. So I'm going to be spawning just momentarily. We're going to go into that third-person spectator mode. On the opposite side of CHiPs, Codename will be doing the same, and we'll have the POVs up as well on stream for you guys to have a look, see what they're up to. That being said, we are about to go live. Let's get it. Well, may the best team win.
Good luck to both teams.
Right, okay. So, I'm actually on board here with For Mice, God, Screamy, and Mayak. So, they're actually going to be making their way in, and they're going to be going for that bomb in the center of the map. Now, on the opposite side, we've got CHiPs as well, doing exactly the same thing. I've got their POVs up at the moment, so I can kind of show and see what they're up to on both sides. Codename, how are the group moving at the moment there for CHiPs?
Going fairly central. Clearly going for the bomb, getting that control. But I think they might have just crowded up a little too much.
Okay.
I think they're getting flanked right now.
Yeah, so no, I was going to say no flanking from CHiPs then. On the other hand, I did see a few guys from Matrix on that flank already. And you can see they're currently holding them out at the moment. We've got For My Squad running the charge there. And is going to be going out towards their spawn, actually. So he's going to be looking to try and get a few off in the corners as they run through that door. And also coming off the spawn. It looks like we may actually see a plant coming in from For My Squad as well. And he has got the plant down. So, well played to him. I'm just going to bring up which bomb site that was. That was actually right at the front line as well. It looks like they're going to be holding on to it as well there. That was confirmed bomb site F. So, Foxtrot. Jumping over to Screamy, he's sat in the corner just around the left side, heading towards, the riverbed, and he's just holding the door there. Mayak on the other end is holding dead center at that door. So they've all got a door each, and they're just keeping an eye out. His other two squad mates as well are actually sitting on the bomb and actually in the middle. So Matrix nicely spread out and just defend that bomb site. And by the looks of it, Zupa kill off Frizzo on Chip's side. I've no idea what happened there. A little bit of a crossfire going in. So how's Chips doing at the moment? Are they going in for the flank? Are they going through center? Or are they just make sure they can get the next bomb? Because the bomb has now been detonated, and that is going to be 1-up for Matrix.
Yeah, it does look like they're just trying to get the next one.
So looking at For My Squad at the moment as well. He's currently just mid-center. So he's actually going to make his way over to the bomb as soon as it respawns. And he's just holding angles to make sure no one else comes in from Chips. Now, he's got a lot of angles to hold. His teammates currently are actually just sitting the doors and on the flanks again. So making sure and hearing out for the enemy movements. Yeah, a lot of silence in the center, to be honest with you. Not much gunfights going down. I think the other two members of Matrix are getting into the fray. For My Squad, again, looking towards Chip's spawn point. By the looks of it, actually his teammates are with him. And oh, there we go. The whole squad just instantly getting wiped. Now, there are still two members of Matrix in the game. And by the looks of it, Chips does have the bomb. So Chips has control. And they're going to be looking to try and get themselves an objective. Oh. Oh, God.
For that A push, it seems like.
Excuse me, guys. I managed to smash my Windows key by mistake. Love to see it. Okay, so the bomb has gone down. Which bomb site is that, Mr. Koenig? Do you know, from your perspective?
They're right on Alpha.
Right on Alpha, sweet. So I want to see if Matrix can go for the defuse here, because they've got a big open ground to push here with a little bit of cover remaining. And it looks like a few shots going out from Mayak there, taking out Nico. And I believe that was defuse?
It was defuse, and
yeah.
But honestly, though, quick response from Chips to really, hit back. But they need to do a better job holding once they do to get that plan in.
Yeah, and the issue with what just happened here as well is because Chips got majority wiped. I know that Chips just killed off 2 members of Matrix out going for the plant. But they kind of left their own bomb site quite undefended, and it was a very short run from one bomb site to the other for Matrix, and Matrix was able to get the bomb pretty much on point. But well played to a member of Chips, they're able to take down both the plantees, and by the looks of it, the bomb is currently a free-for-all. It is actually neutral, so it has been picked up again once more. Okay, so my squad is currently coming back in from spawn, so this is going to give enough time for Chips to try and push forth. Because that is a 3-man stack. I was counting myself then. A 3-man stack actually back at spawning at the moment, so it'll be quite a feat for Chips to be able to push all members of their squad over to a bomb site, especially with just 2 players of Matrix defending that point. Looking at the POVs at the moment, they are currently at a standstill at the very center of that point next to Alpha, utilizing head glitches. Looking over towards, let's have a look at Milo at the moment actually, because Milo's actually holding quite well on his own at that right flank next to the riverbed. Now he did unfortunately go down as the Castle's Curse View, taken down by Arica with the MTAR 21, and by the looks of it, it's now a free game again to be moving up. Right, should we bring up the POV of Matrix? That looks all up too. So we're actually over with the For My Squad we're over with at the moment here? I believe it might be. So over with For My Squad there, rocking the PVX. Putting down his ammo there. Being Falk being the most tankiest of them all, because you can just get that ammo, you can get that medical supplies as well. You got the syringe gun, and he's at the spawn point for Chips. He's actually waiting for them to respawn so he can get a few kills straight off the bat here. What a scene boy, look at this. Oh, he gets hold of one. He gets hold of Myla, taking him down straight away. Going for the smoke grenade. He's going to be looking to push his left side now to cut off any other members of Chips. He spots the laser through the smoke, takes down Zupa as well, and gets that kill with his
planted.
Yeah, D has now been planted by Matrix. Whilst Foremost God is still holding the front line with his teammates, I'm just going to have a quick look at that scoreboard now. Rizzo coming in with that 13 and 4, absolute massive amount there. Foremost God with the 8 and 2, 6 and 7 to Screamy. That is Matrix side. Now Nico from Chips is 6 and 6, 3 and 4 to Snake and Zupa with that 3 and 6. They are holding that bomb site relatively well.
Arizo hasn't even played that much this past season for Matrix, so you know, little joker for the final.
I know Rizzo is a very, very skilled player from past experience and very past casts as well.
17 and 4.
Yeah, he's an absolute machine to be reckoned with. And I can still hear that bomb going off at the moment. I think it's nearly close to being detonated. Looks like Matrix is just holding the spawn, and I think Chips can do much about that. GG's, well played to Matrix, coming in with that 2 and 0 into round 1 of Spearhead. We're going to go into round 2 in a second. 18 and 4 to Arizo, by the way. 8 and 3 to Foremost God and Red Commando with a 5 and 1. Nico with a 6 and 8. 3 and 5 to Snake and Zupa with a 3 and 8. We're going into round 2 as they switch sides. And that's Matrix 2 up at the moment. Right, so I mean, before the game started, Conan, we were talking about how we got a veteran team versus a relatively new team. Sorry, not saying that Chips ain't good because they're absolutely amazing, still being in the tournament and coming into the grand finals, doing a very stellar job indeed. So, what teams have we seen so far? We've seen 7. We've seen Chips. We've seen Matrix.
You've seen 3ID.
3ID, yeah, 3ID as well. So, out of all of the teams, what has been your most memorable player so far? Ooh, that's a question and a half.
Ooh, that's a loaded question. Oh my goodness. Haha. You're getting me there. I did really like Sandy Cheeks from 7. I think he's an impressive player. Even the name is impressive in itself.
It is.
I think Mayak and Formies, talking about Matrix, I think they've been impressive so far this season as well. I don't know, I can't pick one, so there you go, you got a top 3.
Got a top 3, hell yeah. So, from me, now, as we wait for the guys to push into the center here to get that bomb and engage each other. From Matrix side, I know for a fact Screamy is an OG. For My Squad, I've always known For My Squad. I've known him for years and years, going back into Battlefield 5. But Screamy going back into Battlefield 4 as well. Those are very, very good players coming in from Matrix side. Now, on the Chips side, I know Mila's really good. And if I remember correctly from our first cast with Chips, Snake actually came in and got himself a few double and triple kills at some points on Squad Obliteration. So I want to kind of see that again today and see what they're up to. So that being said, getting back to the cast, looks like For My Squad and Screaming that kill off Nico and Zupa, and For My Squad actually pushing up towards Alpha and actually heading towards their bomb site. I don't know if he's actually got the bomb on him. I can't quite see which player has the bomb. But I kind of assume it is a Matrix player that currently holds it.
Actually, the bomb is dropped right now, so no one has it.
No one has it, right? Fair. Because For My Squad's now going for the dirtiest flank ever. He's actually going around the back of Chips. He might be able to catch a few off trying to go for the bomb. Oh, hold up! No, For My Squad did have the bomb. He just planted it. He just came in and planted it on Charlie. No, it was Charlie. They planted definitely on Charlie, I think.
No, it's Alpha. I confirm. I can see it on the overview.
Wait, have I got, hold on.
What?
Okay. Oh, right, yeah. Right, okay, so For My Squad, actually moving all the way back towards the riverbed at the moment here. Actually moving back into the spawn here against Chips. I want to see Chips try and break out of this. This is going to be very hard. I noticed someone here. Who's this? This is Mayak. Now, is he using the MTAR? I recognize the sound of the weapon. I believe he could be using the MTAR 21 or even the M5. It does sound very similar to each other. Now, I just noticed they're a member of For My Squad actually getting taken down as well. Mayak actually sitting right behind the crates at the moment. Screamy on that right side as well, holding next to Riverbed, just keeping Chips out. And this is going to allow his fellow teammates to go for that bomb again and try and get a plant quickly and go for the win here. I want to see Chips just push out and go for their own bomb. So For My Squad already rotating to center of the map, by the way. And it's going to be awaiting the bomb to respawn. We're going to actually jump over with some Chips guys as well. Let's have a look at that Chips POV and see if they're able to break out. They're over on Milo at the moment here. It's actually in spawn at the moment. His teammates are with him as well. They're going to be looking to push right. Looks like the bomb has been picked up by Matrix.
And Matrix bringing that bomb to Charlie. Just met up with a whole squad of Chips and almost wiped them complete. So they just, they did just wipe. Like the C plant coming in right away. Yeah, there it is.
C plant has gone down now. And Matrix again just holding that spawn. You can see him picking up headshot kills. Snake and Zuba getting taken out by Screamy and Mayak. And they're just utilizing those sandbag walls as hard cover and head glitches. And then I don't think Chips is going to be able to break out of this. It's just too much open ground and too much cover for Matrix tonight. Yeah, a few of them get picked off every now and then, but you forget you got Falk as well, who just come in with the quick revives and pick him straight back up, getting him back into the fight. And just able to hold in. Now there is smoke deployed on the right side towards the riverbed. Well, For My Squad finding Nico there sitting behind some cover, and you can hear some more movement there. Goes for another revive, and I believe that is all she wrote. I think we only got a few seconds left until bomb detonation. There we go. GG's to both teams. Let's have a look at that scoreboard quickly, shall we? So, For My Squad with the 8-1, 9-1 to Red Commando, Mayak with the 8-2, Snake with the 4-4, 2-8 to Myla and Frizzo with that 3-5. Matrix coming in with the 2-round win on Spearhead. We're now jumping over to our next map, which will be Breakaway on Squad Obliteration. So a map I actually haven't seen yet this season, so it'll be nice to see Breakaway. I've played it with Flashpoint, but I haven't played it with Obliteration, so it'll be nice to see it a little bit different. So yeah, we're going to be getting that into that momentarily. But as the map is loading, let's get over to that Squad Obliteration explainer. For you guys have never played it before. Don't actually have one. No, fair enough. No, sorry. We got Flashpoint explainer. Okay, we'll get to the Flashpoint explainer later. Sorry, but that's my bad. I thought we actually had a Obliteration explainer. Yeah, we'll get into the map overview. We'll have a look at Breakaway there, so you know Breakaway. You got the oil rig and stuff. By the looks of it, it's going to actually be a server change, so we're going to be waiting a little bit, unless I'm in a totally different server. Hold on.
No, there's a server change incoming.
Yeah. So we're going to be going over to NA, I believe. I think we're EU at the moment, right?
No, it's all EU. Chips is Italian and Matrix is EU, so.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Nice ping all around.
Nice ping all around. No 80 to 120 pings coming in. I know the Italian guys don't really like being on NA, but it's you know, as understandable. They are pretty much on the back end of EU, so they go in with 120 ping even to East Coast, and it can be very, very rough indeed. So it's always good to see you know, EU find out with EU and NA hopefully find out with NA. But you know, when you across the streams, then you must do it. So I'm going to be leaving the game and rejoin the server. I'll tell you what, while we're doing this, Mr. Codename, what do you think from Breakaway? Who do you think is going to be winning this? I know you're probably going to say Matrix, but Chips, you know, surprised us surprisingly quite a few times.
Well, let's say that the first map was the pick of Matrix, so I think it's kind of expected, them being a more experienced team.
Yeah.
That they won their pick. Now I think Chips kind of throwing a curveball with Breakaway because I haven't seen them play it. I haven't seen Matrix play Breakaway, so maybe they think, you know, by picking a less played map and maybe they practice it quite a bit, that maybe they can kind of destabilize Matrix and force that third map for Flashpoint, which they are stronger on compared to Squad Obliteration. So I don't know. I'm interested in seeing how Chips chooses to play this map.
So that being said, are we going to be going into that third map regardless of the outcome today, or are we going to be looking at just a 2-0 for the best of 3?
Just the 2 since it's the final. Just the 2.
Okay, so we may not even see Flashpoint today, which is going to make me very sad.
We may not even see Flashpoint, which kind of breaks my heart. So Chips, don't break my heart.
Speaking of breaking my heart, I think Dice just broke my heart by giving me a persistent server error.
Oh no, not like this.
It's still in the game from the start. Yay!
Hey, it wouldn't let me enter the password earlier, so it just said password wrong, but without me choosing one. So, hey, to each their own, bugs. Okay.
Right, am I allowed in? Yes, please.
Not yet, I don't think. Oh, is everyone in? Oh, wait, no.
I'm about to restart my game, so give me 2 seconds while I do that.
I'm joining first.
Okay, so I've done a cheeky restart. Hopefully that's fixed my game.
Alright, I'm joining first, and then you can join. If it lets me. It says password incorrect, but it doesn't let me put the password in. I love this so much. Oh yeah.
Cheeky restart.
Alright, I'm joining.
Okay.
And I'm on the wrong side. Okay.
Let me know when you've left and I'll join them.
Yeah, but they have a player missing.
Ah, right, that would be why then. Never mind. Never mind. Right, so I'm just
What did
ready.
it say?
I'm just ready to go, and hopefully I won't get this persistent server error. If it does come down to the point where I can't get in the game myself, I will heavily rely on the POVs of the players plus what I can see on your end, Codename. So I will still be able to cast it. Just I won't have my end of things, unfortunately. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, Dice is going to allow me in. Please, Dice. So, they're on Arica Harbor at the moment.
Yeah, they're just gonna skip the next.
Yeah, they're going to skip the next. I assume... Is it going to be another rehost for Flashpoint? It will be, won't it?
Yeah, it's all sadly because of how Portal works. They're all different experiences, and they can't be hosted together.
Yeah, that's fair. So we're going to see at least one more
That's just
server
a
switch,
limitation.
guys, before... If we even go into the third round. Like I said, guys, it is the best of three. So if Matrix wins this round, then that is going to be a GG's, but we shall see. We shall see.
Waiting confirmation on teams.
Right, so Breakaway. Now, like I said, personally myself, I've never seen it on Squad Obliteration. I've seen it on Flashpoint, and I've seen it during the other game modes as well. So, just by looking at the overview, it's pretty much the same layout as, say, not Flashpoint as such, but more as like the other game modes, like the squad conquest mode and stuff like that, where it's laying out the midsection with the buildings and also going down towards like the shipping containers and stuff. So a little bit wider, and it's going to be very interesting because they're going to be fighting a lot over the shipping containers, it being pretty much the center of the map. So I'm interested to see the angles these guys get.
Yeah, the difficulty here is once you do plant, getting back to the bomb because of how wide it is. Especially because you got those two central bombs on each side. You got F and E on Russian side and B and C on US side. But then you have those little outliers, which you have Delta on RU side and Alpha on US side. And you can kind of lock into that. Like the Alpha one is in hangar.
Yeah.
And so you can You can do some damage if you manage to plant. It's one of the more difficult ones to plant because you do gotta make it across quite a bit. But if you can plant those ones, then definitely more difficult.
Yeah, definitely. I can see on the overview there that Alpha and Delta are like in the middle on their own. So I'll be very interested to see if someone manages to get a bomb off there and get it nicely defended as well, being so close to each the other spawns as well. By the way, are you in the game?
I'm joining right now. I just got confirmation from the teams that they all joined.
Wait.
I'm loading in. Yeah, and I'm in and I'm on the right team, so you join and we can go live after the restart.
Come on, Dice, be kind.
Come on, Dice. It's magic. Do your magic. The real one, though.
Oh. Looking good. Hey, and I'm in. Right, sweet. So I am in. The restart did work. Right, so now when the server does restart and we go live, Matrix will actually be on the US side of things, and are you for chips? Now, I'm really wondering what Matrix and what chips are going to be looking to go for first. Their bomb sites. Are they going to be going for the outer edges, or are they going to be going for those two in the center next to those hangars and the shipping containers? It'll be very interesting to see. They are closer technically to the bomb's initial pickup point, but not necessarily safer as they are closer to the enemy spawns. So it is a a one to be contending with, especially when you got to figure out if you're going to be able to hold the enemy team out, because they're going to be able to quickly respond to E and F and B and C. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I'm really wondering where they're going to be going with this. Right, I believe they're going to be going live in literally a few seconds now. I'm over with the Matrix, and they are literally about to start. So, good luck to both teams in the grand final today for ESB. I'm going to be redeploying and going into that third-person spectator mode. Like I said, guys, we've got the POVs for both players from each side. Codename is currently spectating the chip squads, so we have got our POV for each one of those as well. So, I'm going to be looking at Screamy, because he is actually leading the charge at the moment here. And he's going to be going for that bomb site. Now he's looking for members of Chip's going to be looking to move in as well. So instead of going for the bomb, he's going to be trying to intercept the enemy here. It looks like Mayak already picks up a kill on Snake. And looks like Screamy's playing a sneaky ball. He's just waiting around this corner. Going to be looking for enemy movements and hearing out for any footsteps they can maybe catch a few of the guys off. Now Mayak actually has gone behind the enemy. Now I don't know if they've actually been wiped there. Now Nico to get down to Rizzo is actually huge at the moment. I wonder if Rizzo can get revived here. Looks like Oh My God did go for the revive, but he did not get it in time. Myla takes him down, kills off a Rizzo again, and then Screamy getting taken down by Friezo. So this allows the guys from Chips.
They're going for A. Bomb's going to A, and they're far away. That's going to be a quick plant.
Is this Screamy by any chance going for Alpha? Screamy is open fire. And he's going to be trying to catch one off there. He's using the AK, so he's using the slower fire but higher damage assault rifle here. And to be honest with you, the AK is literally my most played weapon on Battlefield 2042. So I am an AK enjoyer when it comes down to it. Now I can hear the bomb's been planted. So the bomb has confirmed been planted, and looks like Formi's got Mayak and Screamy are all in that defensive positioning to try and catch these guys from coming back and go for the defuse. Now Formi's got to pick up a kill against Myla and Friezo. Zupa going down to Mayak as well. Gonna have a look at the POV there for Formi's God. He's just got his third kill, taking down Myla. Red Commando killing off Nico. And looks like the revive did come in, but unfortunately Myla just gets picked off once again. Nico going down again to Red Commando. And looks like they're holding on to that bomb site. And this is one of the outer edge bomb sites, so it's one of the easier ones to hold. Once you've planted, but hardest to get to. The shot's going in there from Formi's God.
They did manage to defuse.
They got the defuse?
Yeah, they did get the defuse.
Well played to Chips. Managed to come and get a defuse. I wasn't expecting it at all. I know Formi's God is now on his own. His squad got wiped. Formi's God was, I wouldn't say he was out of rotation to the bomb point. He was actually like holding angles. and it's stopping them from crossing over. But Chips, well played, coming in with the defuse, and it's going to give
Chips didn't check. They didn't check if they had wiped their enemy team, so now they just planted the alpha again. Oh no, what a mistake.
No. Yeah, because look at this now. Matrix is all back in and just defending the point. The other two squad mates are actually up on the top left side there, just defending the defilade, overlooking the ship containers and towards hangar. And Matrix have got that plan once again. We've got smoke going off towards the spawn point of Chips. Screamy killing off Mayak with a cheeky bit of friendly fire. The smoke blocking his vision slightly. But yeah, I mean, Screamy just on point at the moment, looking for the kills. There's Red Commando, pick up a kill on Myla. Friezo does kill off Screamy. Mayak going straight into the revive. The smoke helping him as well. Almost picking off Snake. Zupo going down to 4 mice as well. Red Commando getting himself a double as well. And that is 4 members of Chips down just like that. And the rotation's already going in. They're actually already heading back to the center point to go for the next bomb. So, yeah, they know the bomb has been detonated.
Yeah, not very impressed with Chips with this first part of this game, honestly. Being their map pick, I would have expected a better, start off rotation to secure that bomb, but they overextended on the right, left the whole corridor up to Alpha. Then they managed to recover from that mistake, and then they don't check if one guy's still alive. And you can easily check from the leaderboard if they're wiped or not, so... Oh man.
Yeah, very true as well.
Rookie mistake here.
When you're going up against squads as well, you kind of get to know, if you start downing players, you know who's in their squads. And you can kind of figure out, right, I've killed this guy. There is still one missing, so where is he to? So you got to think of it in that regard as well. And 4 My Squad was just left standing there, and was able to move back, get the anchor off for his teammates, and was able to just stay on that point and not get reset back to the spawn location. If 4 My Squad went down and they got reset, that could have been a totally different scenario, because they would have had to run all the way across the map just to get back to that bomb sign. By then, Chips would have at least brought it to mid-ground and started making their way towards Delta, or even the other two at the center. So I can hear the bomb's gone down again. Can we confirm what bomb site that is as well?
They did just plant Charlie,
So by the looks of it, actually wasn't a member of the squad I'm actually spectating. They were currently pushing to the front line and looking to keep the members of Chips out. Speaking of which, Mayak is being a cheeky man at the moment on top of one of the power boxes, and he's just able to get the angles off there. Now he's taking fire, he's gone prone, he is going down to Myla in the mid-reload. Now 4 My Squad being Falk is really trying to go for that revive, but I believe he's thought his judgment may be a bit bad there, so he's actually come off that, and he's actually getting himself a kill against Super instead. So he's going to kill off Super and healing up again. The smoke's been deployed, so he's going to move into the smoke there, get the kill against Friezo to stop the fuse, and that is all she wrote. GG's to both teams, very well played. That is round 1 to Matrix with the 2 bomb plants, and that was Alpha and Charlie. That was confirmed detonated. Well played, guys. Well played. Let's have a look at scoreboard quickly. 17-3 to 4 My Squad, by the way. Absolutely slaying it out there. Mayak with the 9-3, 7-3 to Red Commando. Friezo with the 3-9, 4-6 to Snake, and Myla with that 3-7. We are moving over to what could possibly be the final round of today on Breakaway Squad Obliteration. I want to see Chips. I want to see Chips come and just swing, just absolutely swing for it. They are going to be switching sides, so they're going to be coming in from the Russian side of things now for Chips. So they're going to have the uphill advantage against the US side of things. They've actually got to come up from the downhill. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, I am a little bit disappointed there at the end, because you can just see like some of the plays from Chips, even on trying to disarm Charlie. It just shows that they do lack experience on this mode and this map. Obviously, I know little kind of tips and tricks for each bomb is because of how much time we spent building this, but for those that don't know, on Charlie, you can actually, if they're on those like sandbags shooting down on you, so from the north side of the map, you can actually defuse the bomb from the side behind the air conditioning container, generator, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So you don't have to pop the smoke and go right in front to disarm it. You can disarm it from the side.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and just think of that as well. What I have noticed from Chip's side of things, when they go for the defuse, there's normally just one member of their squad. They don't push the group, or their group's already been picked off by the time they get there. Now, Yeah, it is good to always go for the bomb, like when you can, but just the thing, if you're the last member in your squad, it could pay off just holding back for a few seconds. Allow your guys to spawn on you. Be that anchor for your squad. It'll increase your chances of picking off the main team and going for that bomb defuse. Yeah, if you've only got a few seconds left before, you know, the finality of the bomb, then that's fair enough. But if you've got plenty of time and you're on your own, just hang back a little bit. Allow your teammates to spawn on you, because they will back you up. And if you get traded off, at least your teammate's there to get the kill instead. So just bear that in mind. Almost got there, moving out to the right side. Screamy coming in with a double kill with a PBX. Sorry, a triple kill to get out Snake, Super, and Friezo, allowing Four God now to move up this right side. The bomb is still being carried. I think Four God may have the bomb here. Or is it Mayak? Because he just turned around to look at Mayak there. I think Mayak's got the bomb. So he's wondering where to go here. May actually cross over.
Echo plan.
Yeah.
They saw how many of the chips guys are there. And like, oh no, let's quickly rotate to Delta, but then we got killed off.
See, this is the problem with these two bomb sites, because they're in such close proximity to the spawn point as well of the team. They get the plant down, that's great, but it's just a constant slugfest, because they're literally in super close proximity to the spawning location. You currently see it here on Mayek's side of thing, on my POV. He's currently just fighting tooth and nail. He is out in the open. He's getting very brave indeed, pushing into the spawn. But you can see how close Chip spawns in. They're on the top of him straight away. And there is the bomb plant going down. Now, which bomb site was it? That is the question.
Yeah, it's on Echo. They just planted Echo.
Okay, so they've planted the one actually, like, into the corner, closest to the hangar. Not Delta, by the way. Echo in the middle, closest to the hangar in that regard. And yeah, Matrix just push straight up. They're actually quite far, like, borderlining the spawn of Chips and just holding the head glitches there and just looking for those angles to pick off those members of Chips, like Friezo getting a kill, Red Commander there, and Mayak getting the kill against Friezo in return. Screamy moved all the way up here looking for those members of Chips moving across. Mayak taking down Nico, and yeah, they're just having a good time. The smoke is actually assisting them as well. Now Chips, I believe, has smoked out a nice alley there and is going to be trying to go in for the defuse. Now, For My God already rotating, finds the enemy Falk from Chips. The bomb already detonated. Friezo killing off Screamy. For My God going down to Myla, leaving just Mayak on his own here. And I believe he could get cut off. He's going to be very careful. I remember Chips is trying to run as fast as he can away from the engagement to stop the spawn trap from occurring. And I think he might have just got out of that. Is that a member of Chips all the way down towards Alpha by any chance?
I don't know.
Not sure if he
he's
escaped
in the other
or not.
squad, the one I'm not in there.
Okay, so I did spot a member, I think it was Myla, that was actually trying to escape from that, but I think he just got shot down. He's reset, unfortunately. Just look at this POV here. He is coming back in from the spawn. And other looks for actually, Chips has the bomb. So they've actually got the bomb at the moment here. They're moving in. And looks like they're going to be going for that. Oh, no. Never mind. I was going to say looks like they're going to be going in for Bravo, but unfortunately, the bomb has now gone neutralized. So he has been downed, which means the bomb is now a free for all. Let's see who grabs the bomb next. So just watching Screamy at the moment, he's actually coming out of his spawn, and he is just being very cautious as he moves up, because he knows members of Chips are around here somewhere. His teammates are moving with him as well, like Formice got taking down Friezo. It looks like Screamy has spotted a member, and he does take down Myla there. The Falk was right, yeah, there was a Falk that managed to get away from the spawn trap. Unfortunately, did just go down there, but his teammates are with him. Friezo, Snake going down. That could possibly be a wipe there. There's Nico kills off Screamy. Nico's still there. Oh my God, just looking around at the moment, I can hear the bomb. It looks like we're going to be seeing a bomb plant. Yes, we have indeed seen a bomb plant.
They did just plant F, yes.
So I am actually going to switch squads in a second here. I'm going to have a look at what Blackjack is up to, which is a Arica and Red Commando. Now, Red Commando's already at the front line here. His teammate spawned off on him, which is a Arica. Arica rocking with McKay. Actually using a sniper rifle, by the way. So, just getting to have some fun there with the rifle. Oh, almost goes to the quick scope there. Unfortunately, does get shut down by Myla as Red Commando starts picking up those kills instead there. Almost got and Screamy there coming with the kills as well, just wiping out Chips. I think we are very close to calling that GG's.
We are.
By the way, I did just see in the chat, they are saying, do you want to play the third map if they lose this one? So I'm pretty sure if you guys want to, we can see the third map, the Flashpoint.
I mean, I'm down. I mean, GG's first of all to Matrix on the dominant performance, but I'm definitely down to see.
Cool. So they are, I believe, confirmed going into Flashpoint. I'll just make sure they are going for the third map. They are calling for it in game at the moment. Okay, that being said, I believe we are going to the third map. I'm just going to double check. Yes.
Let's get confirmation. We have Matrix confirmation, but we don't have confirmation from Chips yet.
Yeah, we'll see what Chip says about this. So, that being said, confirmation technically that Matrix has indeed got the victory today. Well
okay,
played,
Chips is confirmed, so I guess we are
Yes,
playing.
yes.
We are watching.
Cool. Okay, so before I get into the spiel, I believe they're going to be hosting, right? So we're going to have a new server for this, I believe. But yeah, before I get into the spiel, we're going to be showing you guys the trailer for Flashpoint. If you know what Flashpoint is, bear us, because we're going to show you now.
Job. We'll be able to spot out one. We'll clean him up. Looks for number 2 and finds him. Good solid hold here in the middle as number 3 does pop on through. We'll be able to pick up number 4. Beautiful hold so far. Spotting out one on the stairs. Delayed to the rotations right now, but we should be able to see some fires. Nice job. We'll be able to take down 1. Looks for 2. Finds him. Right here. If they can pick up this third one. Breaks the Flashpoint wide open.
Okay, one more behind. Hold the bomb, that's it.
Go. Oh, there it is. That's what we've been looking for. This is what ESB is all about, baby.
Okay, so that was the trailer for Flashpoint. So we have also got the explainer for you, which we'll share in just a few seconds. We're going to be jumping over to the map, Arica Harbor. So we're going to be getting to that very shortly. But first, we are going to be showing you that explainer. Let's get it.
Welcome to Flashpoint. Players must be within 10 meters of the flashpoint to capture it and score points. Keep in mind that you can't capture the flashpoint if you are more than 2 meters above or below it. Your team gains 1 point per second while controlling the active flashpoint. Keep in mind that the point remains neutral if both teams have an equal amount of players on the point. Each flashpoint remains active for 60 seconds. Teams then have 10 seconds to rotate the new flashpoint before it activates. Please keep in mind that there are banned areas and roofs on each of the maps. The game will redeploy you if you enter one of them. Please check our website for detailed images. Your team wins by either reaching the 300 point limit or having the most points after the 14-minute global timer ends the round.
Right, okay. So, we're going to be jumping into the game momentarily. We're currently 10 out of 12 players. So who's going to be jumping in first, Mr. Cody? Me or you?
You are.
I am. Okay, so I'm going to start joining now. We're going to have a look at the map overview in just a few moments, and we're going to have a look and see where these points are, and what the tactical thinking is about this as well.
This is actually one of my favorite maps for Flashpoint, so I'm actually hyped to see this.
Right. Just bear me a second, guys, while I start joining. It is the same password. I'm not going to say it on stream, obviously. It is.
It is the same password. Let's just post it in chat so everyone can just join. Let's
right,
go,
okay, so...
party.
Okay, I am now joining, by the way, so you can join after me. So, have a look at the points at the moment. So, I don't know which team's going to be coming in from what, but we have got the bridge side, and then we've also got the little bit more open side next to construction that they're going to be coming in from. Wait, no, I'm totally wrong there. I'm thinking about Squad Obliteration. I'm being an absolute turd. Coming in from, I think it's RU base. Coming in from RU base and coming in from bridge side. There we go. So, oh my god. My brain just literally just imploded. So point one's going to be on the higher ground of things, or is it in the garage? I don't think it's in the garage, is it? It's on, it's in residence. So it's on the higher ground of things at the moment. From there, they've actually got to rotate themselves over towards one of the construction areas, which is quite a, I'd say quite a big push. There's a lot of buildings in the way. There's a lot of like sneaky spots that the players can hide in. So it's going to be very interesting to see. What do you think, Koname, of a push from 1 to 2?
Well, 1 to 2 push is definitely interesting, especially because you can kind of go 3 lanes about it, right? You can go the road up top, you can go through middle with the stairways, or you can go all around. Especially 2 being downstairs, it's not like on top of the building, so it's definitely,
yeah, and also
an interesting push to see, especially though you had to watch out with then the placement for the 2 to 3 rotation, because if people rotate from 1 to 2 from north and they get early placement, then it can be difficult for teams to then rotate from 2 to 3.
Yeah, and this map in particular is going to be very, very hard for both teams, because not like the other maps where there are like quite nice vertical locations where you can kind of see where the enemy is, like all points, and like you got nice open bits of ground as well. With this map in particular, you got all the buildings in the way, so you're gonna miss a corner, right? So you're gonna move out and you're gonna start rotating, and you cannot keep an eye on every single thing going on, because you've got the building windows, you've got the doorways, you've got the stairs, you've got the nice bits of cover there between like the busted cars and stuff. You've got construction as well for number 2, so there's going to be a lot of just getting those dirty angles off, and I want to see this in this game, so I can't wait to see it. And like you said, with the rotations going from 2 to 3, again, it's the same scenario, and from 3 to 4, it's a massive run as well over towards one of the spawn locations, which is going to be quite nasty. And then 5 and 6 is actually probably the nicest, because they're quite closely knit together, and literally there's just one building and a road between the two. So I believe they're going to be going live in a second. And we're going to be getting into the game. I've got a feeling, just from what I've seen today, Matrix got it in the bag, but I'll be very pleasantly surprised if CHiPs is able to get themselves up there, especially because it's Flashpoint.
Yeah, we've seen some good things from CHiPs on Flashpoint. That COD hardpoint experience definitely has shown in the past matches that they've played. So I am expecting good things. I do agree that I think, Matrix does have a little bit of an advantage, but CHiPs, we believe. Show us what you're made of.
Yeah, exactly. I want to see CHiPs coming absolutely swinging. I did say this into the last game, but they have got themselves on Flashpoint. They've impressed us on Flashpoint as well, so it'd be good to see. So that being said,
last time they did throw a wild card with Breakaway on Squad Oblit, and it didn't pay off.
Right, so in that regard, I've just spawned in and gone into my glorious third-person view. Now, I'm looking at Rizzo at the moment and Red Commando. They're going to be getting into the firefight. Red Commando is actually 1 HP in a top screen. He is now starting to get that passive healing off. I'm going to switch squads in a moment as well, for my squad and the rest of the guys. But Red Commando, I've just noticed, I know they're a 2-man squad, so their survivability is pretty much down to like each member. But Red Commando doing the right thing there. His teammate went down inside the house, and he was just hanging back and allowing his teammate Arica to spawn back on him. Now he's just cleared out this building as well. As soon as I said that, Myla came in swinging, taking him down. Arica holding the stairs, gets hold of the kill, and he may actually go in for the revive here. He is indeed going in. Now, he's not a medic, so it'll take a little bit longer using the adrenaline pen. Gets him back into the game. Mayak coming with that double kill, but we are going to be swapping over to the other squad because they are straight in the action by the looks of things as well. And they've already crossed themselves over towards construction, so they've got early rotation in. They're actually getting themselves onto the point. It's got 5 seconds to unlock. They're holding in, and Chips, unfortunately, are a little bit of a loss because they're going to have to come in from their spawn. And the guys at Matrix already in position, by the way. Now, they're not technically on the point, but they are fighting the front line against the members of Chips to stop them from going in. The only guy on there at the moment is Screaming. Mayak actually on the second floor at the moment here, and he's got himself a nice angle against the Chips guys. Arizo utilizing the house. This is what I was saying about these houses. When you're trying to push these objectives, there are just so many angles that you can get shot from, and it's so hard to get those pushes without any smoke as well. You need that smoke to help you out, because if you don't have the smoke out, you're just a sitting duck when you move towards the next objective. And this goes for rotations as well. Rotating onto these objectives towards the next one is going to be very hard, especially when you've got members like Chips and Matrix just in the corners of buildings, just waiting for you to run past and shoot you at the back. So, 5 seconds left in the objective. There was a member of Chips in the objective here, but we have now got ourselves the next objective in around about 6 seconds. Members of Matrix are starting to rotate. Looks like that 2-man squad has already gone for it.
Chips already on there, so good rotation. We're happy. I like to see this.
Yeah, so Chips now on the point. Is going to make it harder now for Matrix to clear the building and go for the kills. Now, Mayak has taken second floor of the building opposite, and he's going to be able to get a few shots off there. 4 my squad taking down Friezo, Screaming killing off Snake. That's already 2 members out of the 5 already down. Finds the McKay crossing the road, unable to get the kill though. So coming in from Chip's side, how are they looking at the moment here? Because I haven't got Chip's point of view, I've only got Milo's point of view. So how are they holding up? Are they able to keep the building held?
Yeah, they're doing good. They've got 4 widespread, maybe a little too widespread, a couple of them, but holding building, holding one on the side, holding back to see if they're not getting a north flank. Honestly, pretty impressed so far. But they forgot to get on point, so now they just lost 5-6 points because they're not on there.
Yeah, and you can see it's also disabled the point as well now. So they're going to have to rotate, and a few of the guys here were too busy fighting in the point and didn't actually realise that it's time to rotate.
But we do have one of the rotations from Nico. Mila got a squad spawn, triple squad spawn, and they're almost right on the point. But Matrix seems to be there ahead. So a little bit of a slow rotation, even if it was a good one.
Yeah, and you can see as well that Matrix are holding the top of the roofs here, and they're just able to get those angles off against any enemy crossing straight over towards the other side of the map. I want to see Chips remove these 2 from the roof. It's Screamy and Mayak, I believe, utilizing the rooftop overlooking that point, and shots going out there. Now, because that member of Chips was at a higher angle, he was able to stay alive, but I believe Arizo just came in and killed him with the AM40. That was Myla. Right, are we going to see any more rotations now? How long have we got? We've got 20 seconds left. I want to see some sort of, like, even if it's 1-man squad rotation. Now, I am looking at Mayak at the moment. He's actually already starting his rotate towards the next point. Now, this is going to be a spicy one, because he's heading straight into enemy fire, because they are spawning coming in from behind as well. Looks like Mayak kills off Zuffer and Snake, his teammates with them as well. They're just slowly and methodically moving through and just clearing as they go. And, yeah, I mean, the next point's enabled in 5 seconds, and they're in there already. I want to see Chips come in and remove them from this point. Is Chips in there? I think Chips might be in there, right? No, they're not. No, they're in the building next to it.
And they just got mowed down, sadly.
Yeah, 4 my squad holding that angle, just looking over towards the busted tank, and looks like Screamy picks up a kill against Super as well.
Well, the crazy part now is the Matrix has 1 guy on point, and then 3 to 4 guys all the way pushed up, just making sure that they're delaying that rotational entry into the point. So we do have, I believe it is Nico trying to flank around through mid on the left side, but I don't think he's gonna get a kill ahead. With 20 seconds left, they might as well just go for 0.6, but I think right now they're just focusing on 5, not thinking about the fact that there's little time left, and they already have control over 6. So
yeah, And then that's the problem with these type of modes. The players get held up so much, and they tend to forget that you need to rotate. And before you know it, the time's finished, and you're like, oh no, I'm nowhere near the objective. Now I got to start rotating. And by the time you've done that, the enemy team will set themselves up in that point.
You definitely can be stubborn on these kind of modes.
Yeah. And it's understandable sometimes. You're in a firefight, right? You know, you either got to end the firefight or you got to try and get away from it. And that's totally understandable. But sometimes you just get caught up in the moment and you just forget you need to rotate. You need to get out of there. So I'm just keeping an eye on Mayak at the moment because he is still holding. And he does take out Snake there who's pushed into him as well. His teammates behind him holding another building. And with 29 seconds to go, they are just chilling. One man on the point.
But that's how you play this. One man on the point playing anchor. Everyone else just countering those pushes and delaying the other team. So they're really playing it like...
Yeah, as intended. Because if you think about it this way, for example, if Chips pushes in as a 5-man, and you've got multiple members of Matrix just spread out and able to get those angles against you, no matter how big your push is going to be, if you get picked off from angles, you know, you're just going down. You kind of need to make sure you don't get these guys in the position they want to be in. You need to take them off one by one. If you have to push through a building, just do it. And even like, maybe get one of your guys out as a straggler somewhere. Just get it out of the way where Matrix wouldn't be thinking of where you are. And then you can get an anchor off for your teammates that may have just went down. And then all of a sudden, you're coming in from a different angle. Matrix may not even expect it. You might be able to pick off a few kills or even wipe them.
Yeah, and even here, like that stairs to residence rotation, you had Matrix send one guy just for that early rotate, was on point, you know, giving crossfire into the chips rotation. And that way, as soon as the point open, that's already like 5, 6, 7, 8 points. Obviously, the score here isn't close, but those are points when you're playing against a team that's matching your energy levels. That, you know, that is gonna make a difference.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see as well, we're at 251 to US, 57 to RU, and that is Matrix in the lead at the moment. Just have a look at that leaderboard as well. Mayak, 20 and 3. 14 and 4 to For My Squad on Screamer with a 13 and 3. Nico with a 7 and 10, 4 and 13, and 4 and 12. I tell you what though, for Chips, they could have said no to this game, but they wanted to give us the content for Flashpoint. So thanks to both of the teams there for allowing us to see this, and then for them to play it as well like normal. It's always great to see. Great to see that.
And I'll definitely say that, even if, like you said, like Chips are struggling a little more against such a seasoned team that is Matrix, I think their mentality is a mentality that's going to bring them far, I think, as they keep growing in the competitive scene. Like, the fact that even they're playing the best team right now out there, and they just want to keep playing, even if they just lost, found out, like, now we want to play, we want to get better, we want to learn from these guys. And I think that's very, like, commendable and very respectable. So I think they have a bright future ahead. I think they just need a little more time. Yeah, exactly. And it does take time for you to build, you know, team cohesion. It also takes time for you to understand each other's play style, and it also takes time for you to learn and develop your skills as a competitive player, because it is different to pubs, right? You could be a pub stomper, but when you go into a competitive game, it could be a totally different ball game, because you're not against, you know, your average. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what Enders would say, because I definitely know what Enders would say. But you don't go up against you know, your standard player, right? You don't go up against Xbox, PlayStation, PC, etc. Like all mix and match. You're going up against a team of players that have spent a long time together and have developed those skills over time as well. And you know, you get better by learning, and you get better from losing. So just bear that in mind. And it's always good to scrim the people that beat you. And if they beat you hard, just keep going, because you'll eventually get there. By the way, 22 and 6 to Mayak, 4 mice got the 18 and 4, 6 and 4 to Screamy, Nico with a 11 and 12, 6 and 16 to Friezo, and a 4 and 15 to Myla. GG's to both teams. We got another round to go as they switch sides for Flashpoint here on Arica Harbor. And I think Mayak heard that he was in my top 3, so, you know, I'm just saying, I did call it out that it was in my top 3, so.
Right. So we are moving over to the final round of today. What are we thinking because Matrix was absolutely stomping in that one, but Chips was showing some sort of like, for one, they absolutely love Flashpoint, because I know from the last time we spectated them, they did surprisingly well on Flashpoint. I think it was on it wasn't Arica, but it was on
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint, yeah, Flashpoint.
Yeah. I still find that funny that we announced Flashpoint a couple months later. New map is Flashpoint. I was like, we got to do Flashpoint on Flashpoint. This is the way.
This is the way. So, the game started. I'm going to spawn in, and I'm going to go for that cheeky redeploy. You know, ruin my KD, as you do. Not like it matters anymore for me, anyway. So, I'm jumping in with Mayak and Screaming and Four Mice Gone at the moment. They're already going straight into the buildings and going for those kills, just instantly off the bat and off the get-go. I want to see how they do at the moment. So how is Chips looking at the moment there? Are they grouping together? Are they splitting up and going into those buildings, taking the corners, getting on the rooftops? How are Chips looking at the minute, do you think, Kone?
They're respawning. No, not good.
So, I see there's a few of them actually coming out from building 6. And they're going to be looking at crossover. Looks like Freeze and Nico picking up a kill each, leaving just 4 Mice Gone on his own from the squad, by the way. But he's already rotating. He's on that rotation already over towards construction area. He finds Nico already there. Nico with a good rotation, but unfortunately just get caught in the open.
I mean, good rotation, but then they got stuck on stairs. I'm on middle over there. I'm like, what are you doing? I just saw them make their early rotation. Instead of rotate towards the point and get that building advantage, they were like, oh, let's surprise them and hug the stairs. And then Matrix surprised them by flanking behind them. So it was a double bamboozle right over there.
Yeah, and I don't understand. There was no smoke grenades popped off as well. Yeah, there was no smoke grenades popped off as well. So it was just literally just an open field for just getting shot at that point as well. Because Four Mice Gone climbed into the building, right? And he had the massive overview of that Raul player and just able to kill him straight up the get-go. And looks like that might have been the last player of that squad on Chip's side as well. Because there was no one else with him. So he's either being caught on rotation or just decided to turn around and fight.
No, there were a couple of them, but they got quickly wiped. Like I said, good rotation, but then they just... like, oh, we can maybe get a couple kills, and then, yeah, last famous words.
Right, okay, so the early rotation already coming in. Four Mice God's already rotated himself around. And he's already getting the kills off the spawn there. But the smoke has been deployed in the space, so he's having a bit of an issue there trying to get those confirmed kills. And the smoke goes out again. Four Mice God may actually get pushed here. Now, I want to see if Four Mice God gets himself aggressive. He does indeed. He goes for the kill against Nico, but he has got another member of Chips to contend with. Smoke blocking that member's vision. And Four Mice God's able to disengage and get himself into a corner. This is what I mean by the ability to know when to disengage. Four Mice God there was went for the push, got himself the kill, almost got traded out, but managed to like think, I'm in a bit of a sticky situation here. There's a smoke in my face. I can see there's 2 players of Chips pushing me. I'm gonna pull out, change my angle, and go back into the fight. And that's what he's done. He's come back in, he's killed Super, and he's now running through the smoke. He could get caught here because you don't know what's on the other side of that smoke, but he can kind of know. There you go. He just ran straight back in and killed Nico going through the smoke. So it works both ways. If you're in the smoke, yes, push through the smoke. It's good cover for you, but it's also good cover for them. And you can like literally pass like shit in the night. But if you get spotted, it's you know, who gets the first shot wins in that regard, you know, or who gets the headshot. So it is a very it's a very close battle to be contended with, and you don't see much long range firefights when it comes down to Flashpoint, especially on Arica Harbor, because it's all very just close knit buildings. So how are they looking, Mr. Codename? How is Chips looking at the moment? Don't say they're respawning again.
I mean, right now they're still stuck on 3.
Okay.
Matrix already made the rotation to 4, so right now they're just uncontested on 4. I don't know. I think they're not playing this right, which saddens me a bit, because they only got an 8 points. Chips, you guys are better than that. You need to start getting your head in the game. Right now, it seems to me like they're just playing for kills. I think is a pity. There's probably a little bit of frustration from how this match has gone so far, but fine, you guys gotta finish strong. Like, this isn't the way.
Yeah, exactly. So that being said, yeah, I mean, oh my god, I just, the man is just, he's not died yet, by the way. I'm just closely watching him because I haven't seen him get dropped, and the man is
He's
drinking
9
so
and
much
0.
drink.
That's why you haven't seen him get dropped. Like,
He's-
someone
he's-
dropped this man. Don't let him
Yeah.
go 8 and 0.
So
9
drop
and
him,
0.
please.
Like, do something.
He's drinking some monster or something because he is just on a hyper lane at the moment. Screamy's backing him up there, taking down both Snake M's up, and Milo going down to a rezo. But oh my god, I don't know what he's doing. He's just running out in the open and he's just dodging
10 and
bullets.
0. Stop
11
this.
and 0.
Oh my
Almost
goodness.
12. Almost. Screamy still
At this
off.
point, I'm just watching the scoreboard.
Screamy though overtaking him, but 3 deaths. Screamy, you gotta do better, my man. You gotta do better. That was a joke.
And Mayek,
He's
3
okay.
deaths. I mean, come on, guys. Dying? What is that?
What is that? You need to go 0 deaths in these games.
I know.
No. Honestly, that is a joke, guys. Don't take that seriously. Yeah, getting competitive,
No.
expect to die. Expect to die. Don't worry about it.
Do not think about KD in matches. Please don't. We're just messing. 12 and 0. Oh boy. Okay. We need to start placing bets here.
Okay, guys. Can we get a poll up in the chat? Can we say if Foremost dies before the end of the round? Because he is getting very, very ballsy. He's now in their spawn. Just looking at Foremost God again at the moment and Screamy. Now they are both. Screamy's actually inside the building in that rotation towards the flashpoint. Foremost God. I think he's just lost. He's just lost the will. He's just on one. He doesn't care. He doesn't care for the objective. He is just running around and he's playing.
Okay, poll is up. He still hasn't died. 14 and 0. Oh
He
my
just went
goodness.
down. He just went down as the poll went up.
No. No. No.
Someone needs,
No, he
someone
didn't.
needs,
Oh, he
someone
did
needs
just
to
go
revive
down.
The man.
Someone res him. Someone res him.
No, he's dead. Oh, it's GG's already for that
Oh
one.
no.
was the
Caster's
Caster's
curse.
That was the
Oh,
Caster's curse. As soon as I said, let's get a poll up, he's just going mad, and then he just dies. Foremost God, you've let me down, man. Now we've got a poll up, but it has no meaning. Anyway,
No,
back
I'm gonna
to
have
the
to end
flashpoint.
poll because I feel bad at this point.
So coming back into the flashpoint, we currently see Matrix and Mayak is currently just chilling inside the building at the moment, just looking for those kills. Now, it is under US control at the moment, so it's actually under the control of Chips. As soon as I said that, he did just go down. Hey, Rizzo just meleeed Nico, just because, you know, just because why not? And I'm just having a look again, and they're just rotating through. And yeah, they're just a full squad now. They're just moving as a whole unit from Matrix side of things. How are Chips doing at the moment here? Are they rotating into that building, going for the flashpoint, or are they actually meeting Matrix head on?
Well, there's one guy on the flashpoint, and the other guys are way too spread out. So I feel like they still haven't got to the point that they all have to be kind of around in the area. Like, I understand they want to get that middle control, and I think that middle control can be useful. But right now they have too many people there. And we've got one guy all the way up north. I've got Nico all the way up north, but the next rotation is number 2 on construction site. So, Nico, what are you doing?
Right, we're back over to construction just as quick as that. Just as quick as that. That's point number 2. And we're up to 251 to 43. And by the looks of things, Chips going to be able to break out of this, because they're now getting locked in their spawn once again. Oh my god, I just see Mayak wallbang a member of Chips through the fencing there, heading over to construction. That was actually a little bit dirty, because he's... The good thing about that type of thing as well is when you see a player in movement and you start wallbanging them, you kind of know where to trace your shots to, because where you think they're going to be, right? And it's always a nice skill set to have, because it's transferable. It's transferable to multiple FPS games, not just Battlefield, different Call of Duty and other titles like Siege and stuff. With that knowledge, with that skill set, being able to just track players through walls, not hacks by the way, but just using muscle memory and thinking where the enemy's moving to, it can get you more kills than you realize. Right. I'm now looking at Mayak, and I feel like it's just me, right? I'm watching a player, and that player just doesn't die when I'm looking at them. It's something. I'm giving them bless, like the bless, right? I'm not
So
blessing them.
for me, he's died because you stopped looking at him. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Are
because
you
I switched
the one to
player.
blame?
It must be, because
There
I
you
switched
go.
player and then came out of 4 mice and he was down. So it's got to be me, right? It's got to be me. Because now I'm looking at Mayak and he hasn't died. So I'm going to look away from Mayak now. If he dies, it's confirmed.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I'm looking
There
at
you
4
go.
mice
He killed
again now.
Mayak. He killed Mayak. Guy in my top 3. I can't believe this. I thought you were better than this, like.
No, Mayak's still alive. Mayak's still alive.
Okay.
We're good. We're good.
Safe.
Yeah, we're good. 4 mice squad went down. It's not me. It's not me. Right, so 277 to 63. Chips Snake with the 9-11, 6 and 19 to Myla, Friezo with the 6 and 16, Mayak with the 24 and 5, Screamy with the 27 and 5, 4 mice squad 18 and 5, 4 mice. What's happened? Did his monster wear off or something? Because my man slowed down.
The kills took a toll on him, you know.
Yeah, he's he heard me call him out. He's now very, very sad. And now regret his choices. But no, to be fair to him, he's actually using a sniper rifle, so he's there's no wonder he's dying a lot, because he's actually just having a bit of fun now and just getting those shots off and going for those kills with that rifle of his. But no, 4 mice, what are you doing? You should have died. So, what do you think, Mr. Codename? What have you actually saying that while we wait and towards the game gets to the end? What have you got planned for the future for 2042 and or maybe the next Battlefield title? Is there anything you can give away to the guys in chat today?
Well, we are working on some new modes. I'm not gonna talk too much about that yet, but I hope to have stuff to show to people maybe through the summer, or in the fall. We definitely like to host more ESB League seasons in the fall, maybe with some more teams, some bigger seasons. This was kind of like a test season. We had announced to also test the stream setup, if you could, work with this squad spectator option that we have, and seeing how well we could, do this and make this viable for 2042, so we can still breathe some life back into it. And then, we're going to be at Gamescom like every year, so hopefully we can make some magical stuff happen for the community ahead of the next Battlefield. And then, obviously, we're always trying to do stuff for the next titles, and we're just hoping that once the next Battlefield launches, we'll have, something like Portal, because Portal is incredible in its own. But Portal can be nothing without spectator mode, because it's like giving you the Ferrari, but then saying, hey, we don't have fuel. We ran out of petrol. I'm like, okay, it's nice to have a Ferrari, but I can't drive it. So what am I doing? I'm just looking at it. It's beautiful, but you can take pictures with it, but can I not drive it around? So that's kind of how this feels with Portal being here. We have this beautiful Ferrari that's like cool,
Yeah. And just coming off the back of that as well. In regards to like Portal, when I heard about Portal to start with, I was super excited, because I knew it just opens up a massive, like a huge amount for competitive, because you host your own games, you can create your own games, you can make your own like for example, like you guys have done with Flashpoint and Squad Obliteration, able to bring those back and create new modes for competitive, and then just for the simple tool of a spectator mode not to be included kind of takes away takes away that meaning for competitive. And it was sad to see, but I do hope, because DICE have been doing their own type of competitive modes, they've kind of nodded their head, and we may see a spectator in the future, even if it's for the next Battlefield. Please bring it back, because there is a scene out there, and you'll be doing the community a massive favor being able to provide this to everybody.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's definitely nice to see them like feature ESB Flashpoint and Squad Obliteration in game, then seeing their own little modes come out as well. I think it's definitely nice to see that they're saying we're not forgetting you, but I also see like their perspective, because they're like, okay, well, not a lot of people are gonna use this. It's kind of a niche feature that takes quite a bit of development time. But it's kind of a vicious circle because it's only a niche feature because you keep not having it at launch, and it keeps kind of not having it at launch keeps kind of killing the scene. So it's a never-ending story of community is small because it doesn't have the tools, you know. But apparently we don't have the tools because community is small. But you see what I mean? We need the tools to make things happen and make things bigger and to grow it. So there needs to be a little bit of initial investment, even if they're like, we don't want to do our own thing, but at least give us the tools so us and a lot of other organizers are able to do things. I mean, we're not the only ones out there. Once you give these tools, it just opens like so many possibilities for so many people.
Exactly.
So, I don't know. I'm definitely looking forward to something.
And the other way the other games take competitive as well. There is a market out there for it. There's not only just a market, but there is a community out there for it. If you provide the tools, you don't have to do much more. The community will grow on its own because there will be people out there willing to take it under their umbrella. For example, like ESB, for example, hosting their own tournaments is already, almost like an advertisement for competitive Battlefield. It is in essence. So it's out there. You just provide the tools, and even if you don't do anything with it yourself, the community will do it for you. So, that in its own thing, it is what it is. And I do hope they bring out, Spectator in the future, because we need it. We do need it.
Yeah, and plus, you think about Spectator and what it allows, even like the average fan to do, like anyone that's kind of wants to get into broadcasting or casting or whatever. They just need one guy in there, just switching between teams, switching in between servers. So you can still do like a very basic grassroots like casting experience, and this is how a lot of the Battlefield cast started, with just one guy in a spectator slot. Right now, to pull off what we're doing, you're talking about 3 to 4 people being needed, and teams putting extra effort to send their POVs, and us being in there as well, sending our POVs, and just keep going back and forth. There's so much more effort required that it kills the scene unless people like us have production level tools to do this. But and it's nice to have these things, but at the same time you want those grassroots casters to be able to kind of get their start like in all the other games. Like I remember like in Battlefield 4, Battlefield 1, even Battlefield 5, so many casters popping up all over the community, just starting, even some for a few years, some for a few months, but it was just nice to see so many people trying to get into there.
Exactly, because I came into the casting scene in Battlefield 5, like very late into it actually, and yeah, I've just stuck with it since, and it was a shame to see 2042 just lose that, because I've started my journey as a caster, and I have done other games as well, but nothing is like casting a Battlefield game. It's just something about the overall grit and the way the modes are right in Battlefield. It stands out to me as a different type of title. So please give us the tools. So with that being said, we are coming to the end of today's stream, guys. If you enjoyed, don't forget to drop a follow on ESB on Twitch, and don't forget to drop that subscribe over on YouTube as well, because I believe this game will go up live on there tomorrow, right? On the channel. Yeah,
tomorrow we'll upload the full VOD, just a little cut up, but people will be able to rewatch it live tomorrow, and we'll make sure to tweet it once it's live.
Awesome, and yeah, don't forget to follow the Twitter pages as well. I have been like an MB. You can find my socials, everywhere. Pretty much, I am everywhere. So, and you also see me back here again, I'm sure, in the future, along with Mr. Codename. Anything you want to give the guys before we send it at all?
No, I mean, first of all, big thank you to you for casting this season and putting all this effort in. I know we're on the same page, wanting to see this community grow. So it's been a pleasure casting together. I have been. I hope I've been a worthy right-hand man to such professional casting. And then shout out to Timmy, aka TNRFX, behind the scenes, doing a lot of the dirty work and not being seen by the public here, but that's the man that's keeping the stream alive and doing all the fancy production magic. So shout out to him.
And laughing in my ear as well when I say something.
Also, and laughing in our ears, because you guys don't hear him, but we hear him, and he talks a lot of shit to us. So we do need a little caster support hotline. But we still love him a lot. And yeah, thanks to the teams also that participated this season. I think it was a kind of, like I said, a kind of a special season where a lot of teams put in the effort and tried to put in the effort just because we were just trying to kind of relaunch things despite the state of the game, despite other games coming out at the same time. So shout out to everyone, even those that didn't really finish the season fully like we had hoped. And yeah, I hope this content that's been produced and it's going to be up on our YouTube channel will help kind of show people, oh, it's out there. There's some cool stuff. There's some cool game modes. There are a couple teams that kind of create a base to kind of rebuild on. And then hopefully in the fall, after the summer, after everyone's getting a nice little tan, we can kind of go back to the drawing board and do some bigger stuff altogether.
Yeah, and just coming off the back of that as well, if you guys want to see what Battlefield had in the form of a spectator mode, on ESB channel you can have a look back at the Battlefield 5 stuff that I've done and other casters have done as well, and you can see from there basically yeah, the way the casting was before 2042 released, and you can see what we mean and what we explain by the way the casting went back then. So yeah, definitely bear that in mind as well. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to leave you there. Hopefully you enjoyed today's cast for the grand finals at ESB, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining.
See you guys.
Only on esportbf.com.